Hello everyone and welcome back to more Klonoa Door to Phantomile for the PS1. And in the next episode we're going to be going through Forlock, the Tree Village. Because if we saw the ending of the last episode, Grandpa basically told us that we had to go to this area and have a word with Granny. So, yeah, we kinda just gotta follow his words and just progress onwards, I suppose. I like how the levels have that going on though, even though it is basically just a platformer where you run around, defeat enemies, and just do the usual stuff like in other games. There is an actual massive, or at least maybe not a massive plot, but I just mean some kind of deep plot going on, which makes it more engaging, because then you start to grow closer towards the characters in particularly with our sidekick that we have at the very beginning, known as Hugh Pal anyway. I also like how, with some of the gems that we find, or, you know, basically what I said before, where they're actually called Dreamstones, some of them can be hidden in very clever ways, where when we do actually collect the bubble on that gives us double the points, there are ways that you can strategize what you're doing. Like, in particular, the one that we're coming up to in a minute or so, except just to be on the safe side, I want to actually carry this enemy with me, just to be on the safe side in case I fall down and I don't really have enough altitude in that in order to get up, because that's one thing that we'll find. But, you know that bubble over there that basically gives us double the points? I could, right now, destroy that enemy right beneath me and then collect the gems that way, but first what I want to do is destroy it whilst the bonus points are going on, just so that then I can get enough gems. I don't know why, I'm always just like that whenever I play Klonoa. I know really all the gems do is basically give you an extra life, but I find it satisfying once you hit that bonus round of a bubble going on, and then you basically strategize your way just so that then you can collect enough gems in order for you to rank up lives faster that way. I know you don't really need lives in this game because, I mean, like I said before, it's a pretty damn easy game, really. It does get a bit more challenging later on, but not so difficult for the likes of, like, Mega Man and stuff going on, because that, well, I mean, this is Klonoa. It's targeted towards kids and stuff, you know? They wanted to make sure it was easy and things going on. Except some of the gems can also be hidden out of sight as well, because this one in particular is, if I can do it right up here, there you go. See, some of them might be off screen, so from time to time you might have to just experiment with certain things that you have to throw into the air. But, you know, just have a good look around and you should be alright. Stop! Intruder! Who are you? Wait! I'm Klonoa from the Wind Village, on my way to see Granny. Oh, sorry. Strangers wandering around recently. Strangers? Door with picture of key. Need key. Use this key. Okay, thank you. But one key, one door. Forget not. Right. Then, farewell. See ya. Yes, that was a bit strange going on there. I remember the first time I saw that scene, when I first saw the door, I thought that, oh my god, that basically means I'm just going to have to go back and look all around the area, but when that cutscene happened and he just magically gave me the key, I was kind of like, well, that was nice of him. It was something that I didn't really expect, and that's basically hints towards something that we'll see later on through the game. Also, yeah, the enemies do slightly change, I suppose, because, even though I did talk about the fact that we are fighting the same enemies, you know, in the second level, they do sometimes change certain things going on here. Like, particularly these things here that I destroyed earlier in that. They spin around, meaning that, you know, you have to capture them as fast as you can. Also, wow, I got that a lot faster than I thought. Usually I'm quite a while because I tend to hit the middle egg, but that didn't appear to happen, so you know what, never mind, that's fine by me. Cool, because then I get given this heart, which replenishes all my energy. I really can't tell today, can I? God damn it, never mind. But, oh, one thing I do find with the 2.5D elements of this game going on is I like this particular section. We're in 2D space, but we have to grab a thing in the background to literally move past it this way. I know it's just a simple little idea, but I don't know. I just find it really effective for some sort of 2.5D game going on. Also, the number of hits that we have in this game is like 6, except on the Wii version, it doubles it, so basically you have like 9 hits going on. I don't know why they made it a bit more easier that way, but I don't know. I guess just that's what they had to do for the Wii version going on. Except, even though you do have 6 hits, sometimes it can be very easy to die in this. Like, particularly, you know, with the pits going on. Because when you do fall into a pit, you die instantly. Like, and then you restore back to where the checkpoint is. Because the checkpoints in this game are basically when you hit those clocks. This is something that I actually forgot to talk about, where every time I go through one of the levels, you might notice these bubbles that I burst, because one of them contains like a clock. That's basically what I'm doing to make sure that when or should I say if I die, I'm basically going to restore where I was back then. Because this game has some very weird like respawning areas, or at least checkpoint places in general. Because sometimes I will just go through Klonoa and that, and then I will die. And then I'll just suddenly realise that I'm all the way back to where I was. Because honestly, my first time playing in that, I didn't really know the fact that the bubbles that I destroy with the clocks basically are the checkpoints. I wasn't really aware of that, or so, I don't know, probably because I'm not really that spatially aware in general, but just, I don't know, I was like that first time, really. But I can't really blame myself, because when playing Klonoa the first time, I had absolutely no freaking clue what the hell was going on. I mean, I actually did a one-off blind edition of this game a couple of years back, where I literally played through Klonoa Daughter Phantomile for the very first time, and shared my reaction basically with the world. Why I did that, I don't really know. But either way, we're on the very bit of the end of the Forlock level, and now we shall be greeted to this. Are you thinking of going beyond here? That's our plan. No can do. The fairy tree has withered, so you can't go any further. You mean we're stuck? Hey, who are you? I'm a soldier from Jugpot, the Water Kingdom. I was on an official mission to see Forlock's granny. Looks like I'm stuck. Say, did something happen in Jugpot? That is a state secret. Meanie. And we thought Granny could save our king somehow. King? Save? Nothing. It's not safe out here, so little kitties should go home. Something's strange. I wonder if it has something to do with Gadius. Looks like we can't go any further, so maybe we should go to the Jugpot. Let's go. And yeah, there you go. There's vision 2 of 1 clear. So that going on, this means that since I rescued all the bubbles, more Phantomilians. Yeah, the song is slowly getting there, but I think you'll find out what it is or so probably in the next episode, because there is some sort of pattern going on, and I want you to notice that. But later on through this LP, I'll just point it out anyway. And here we are with the nice old music going on. I will admit, sometimes I do get like carried away on this menu, because I will just remain on it because it's so cute with the fireworks and the freaking everything, you know? What can I say? Alright, cool, so let's just save this, even though that was kind of maybe not a good idea because I'm recording, but never mind, let's just progress on. So here we are on Vision 2 of 2, Beyond the Backwards Waterfall. Well, that basically just gave away what the hell is going to happen. Thanks a lot, game. I was going to build suspense and stuff for a particular asset that we're going to see later, but I think that just gave it away completely. Yes, there's a waterfall and it goes backwards. And Klonoa and, Hugh Powell respond to this. I will be honest, though. This is a type of game that with the characters and stuff going on, sometimes I do find it difficult how I'm supposed to pronounce them, so I apologize if I get some of it wrong. The waterfall! What? Whoa! It's flowing backwards! I see. That's why water to Forlock has stopped. Ah, that makes sense to me. And the forest trees have withered. But how? Let's go to the castle. And yeah, that's basically what I was on about, where it's just going to spoil that kind of thing going on. Except one thing I'm actually curious to try out is I am going to try and grab this enemy and see if I can get a certain item, or at least one of the bubbles, just an awful lot more easier, just to show off of the fact that you can throw things in the background. No, it didn't look like it. It somehow, like, penetrated through it. So, you know, I'm just gonna get it the legitimate way they expect me to. So I think this is one of those, Phantomilians, which is very difficult to get if you screw things up, because this is one of those parts where the enemies don't respawn. So this particular segment right here, you want to make sure that you do it, because as you notice, none of them come back, or at least... Actually, no, they do design it in a way for you to redo it, because you have this thing right here. Because once I throw this enemy, you will notice, and it comes back. And then they basically give away the fact, or at least just hint towards, that when you do use enemies to get more altitude for your jumps, you can also use that to attack enemies, because that was the way I was supposed to get that Phantomilian down there, you know? I also really love the visuals for the waterfall going on, like the fact that every place we go to, you can see the waterfall is flowing backwards. It's a very nice attention to detail. It makes, it's, you know, it's just a reminder, basically just saying, hey, the waterfall's going backwards, you've really got to fix that and stuff, you know? But still. It is kind of a shame, though, I suppose, the fact that every place we go to, the enemies are exactly the same. But like I said, later on, it does change a couple of things here and there for how they're used, so that's fine by me. Because, honestly, the enemies that we're seeing now are basically what are going to remain much later on, except they do get a bit more difficult, like, I suppose, but, you know... not really that much of a difference going on to make it incredibly difficult. Also, there's one of those clocks. Cool, I could do that. I also like to do this, okay? I just like to fall and then just float down just to make this a lot faster. I like that, though, with Klonoa, because when I just played that for the first time, you know, I was a bit clueless as to how to do certain parts here and there. But, of course, given the fact I've beat this game a couple of times, it's maybe a bit more memorized with things going on. Also, I screwed that up. Damn it. I usually like to speedrun that bit where I just jump onto the platform before it raises up, just so that I can get by this place an awful lot more easier. I don't know why, but that shell in the background reminds me a lot of Treasure Trove Cove from what's it, Banjo-Kazooie. What the hell? That was some kind of weird glitch going on. That's never happened to me. Maybe it's because I'm actually playing this on an original PS1 disc, because that sound of, like, the waterfall sounded really glitchy. That's honestly never happened to me. When I was practicing this, like, not too long ago, that didn't happen at all, so I don't really know what happened there and stuff, but I suppose that leads me on to another topic, I suppose. The way I'm recording this game is not on an emulator or anything like that going on. This is literally recorded straight and directly from my PS1 system, hooked up via RGB SCART through a scaler. So I'm actually, I'm literally playing this the legitimate way that I always like to play this, where I'm actually holding a PS1 controller hooked up to my system, an actual PS1 memory card is plugged in, and I'm even playing this, guys, on a CRT. I kid you not. Like, you can't really see my setup, sadly, and stuff, and I don't really want to show you it because nobody cares, to be honest. It's an LP going on. But I'm literally playing this on a CRT with, like, 0 input delay and stuff, and it's all nice through RGB, and it just feels so nice. I really love this new setup that I have. What can I say? I do find it really weird, though, that this particular segment right here has no enemy on this bouncy thing. Like, I honestly would have thought that they would put one of the enemies on there just so that then you could use it to your best advantage to get up things a lot faster, but even still. Okay, cool. I've also heard that apparently Klonoa Daughter Phantomile, for people who, like, grew up with the N64, a certain game it reminds them of is, what's it called? Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, I think it is. Because I don't really know, because I haven't looked that much at all into that game, and I've never played it, to be honest, except I've heard that game is also in a 2.5D perspective. So, that's different and stuff going on, except I don't know really if it's got the same sort of thing that you do. I don't know if in Kirby 64 you pick up enemies and then you use those to your best advantage, you know, to get certain items and stuff, or at least inflate them anyway. So this is one of those ones that you really don't want to screw up on, because as soon as this massive enemy here is dead, that means that we can't really get it to respawn. I do find it really weird, though, the fact that the really tiny enemies, look at them, they could just jump back any time, but the massive enemies, which are actually quite crucial to get some of the Phantomilians, they, what? Wait, hold on, have I only literally just noticed something here? Hold the phone. Let me destroy him again. Does he come back? Oh, he does! Okay, fine, that's absolutely fine by me then, never mind. I honestly thought that was one of those ones that, you know, you basically, if you screwed it up, you had to restart the level again because it would never respawn. But no, even the massive enemies respawn. Well, this game just takes blimmin' everything, doesn't it? That's fantastic. This one, though, is a bit of a pain the first time because when you do carry the enemies, it means that you can't really squeeze through any gaps going on, so you have to kind of do it as soon as you're underneath, like something that it won't fit through, and that can sometimes be a bit of a pain going on. And we're on one of my favourite bits here. Hold on, wait, can I do this first time? Yes, I can! I really love nailing that bit right there, because it means that you can just grab those whole bunch of gems and then make a bunch more lives and stuff going on. In fact, wow, I have 13. In fact, now I'm actually going to get 14 as soon as I speak of this as well. Well, that's fine by me. Alright, cool. Wait a minute. I hear something. Help me, please! Someone please push the switch! Thank you. I'm saved. No problem. What happened here? Well, weirdos came here and messed up the castle. Maybe it was Gadius. Right. If you're going to the castle, I can take you there. Really? But, can you save my mommy? I want my mommy back. Back? She's probably under some evil spell. Okay, gotcha. We'll give it a shot. Thank you. I'm Corral. Pleased to meet you. Same here. I'm Klonoa. I'm Hugh Pal. Let's go then! So, with the help of our friend Corral, he's taken us over there, but I wonder what's going to happen next. So this is the castle. Who is it? And yourself? I am Seedoff, the king of this castle. I like how his name just appears right there as well. Ah, you're the brat the mighty Gadius spoke of. Gadius, I knew it. I'll put you in your place. Time for you to go away. Pamela! Mommy! You're mine, brat. I really love his death threat that he basically gave us. Time for you to go away. I don't know why, just that always gets to me for some reason. I honestly don't know why. Anyway, can I actually do the thing? No, I can't. Because one thing I love about this boss is not only the setting, the soundtrack, and everything, but I love the alternative ways that you can literally deal damage to the boss. You see, the actual legitimate way you're supposed to do this, or at least the easiest way, is pick up Seedoff and then throw him at Pamela. However, you want to do this... Whew, that was actually really close or so. Basically, as soon as it jumps at you, just so then you have a better chance of hitting it. But one thing you can do, it's very rare to do though from time to time, is sometimes Seedoff will appear on Pamela, and while Pamela is jumping towards you, you have the chance to literally grab Seedoff off that way, so that then you basically get another counter-attack, you know, towards the boss going on. That's the thing that I like about it the most. So sometimes you can do that to basically speedrun this boss. In fact, can I do it now? Sometimes though, I do take a hit. Yeah, like that. Luckily though, I have like 6 hits, so it's fine. It's a shame I'm not playing the Wii version, because otherwise I could experiment with this a lot more. Because it is risky when you do try to do it. I will be honest. So that before picking up Seedoff, always make sure that you dodge that spike ball. Every time I play this, for some reason, I can just never do it to where I grab Seedoff fast enough so that I can jump out of the spike ball anyway. So I would recommend, just while you're watching out for the balls, just make sure that the last one goes by and then you can just get by it that way. Can I? I can't. Nah, it's a shame. It's kind of a bummer as well, because I did do a previous recording session through this episode, And in that one, I did do it. In fact, I did it twice, so I was pretty happy about that. But I wasn't really satisfied with how the episode went, so I just kind of redid it. I mean, that's where this LP is going to go, really, because I have time to do that kind of thing going on. Because this game is incredibly short, so it doesn't even bother me if I have to, you know, correct some episodes going on. This game, an LP, is literally going to be 6 episodes long. But, with Seedoff defeated, we have now freed the curse on Pamela. Eek! You call yourself the king of Jugpot, and you get beaten by this brat. Weakling! Useless! No good! Oof! I'll be back. What am I doing here? I see. So, I was under a spell cast by that Gadius character. I have a feeling he's plotting something against the Moon Kingdom. If that's the case, Forlock's granny is in grave danger. Granny knows a lot about ancient legends. She should know something about the Moon Kingdom. And that's why Jugpot's water was made to flow backwards. To kill off Forlock Forest! What an evil, ruthless fiend. Klonoa! We have to go back to Forlock. Then I shall return the water back to normal. The withered trees should come back to life. Corral! Here I am! Take them back, Corral. Thank you, Klonoa. Mummy's back to normal now. Great. I'm glad. Let's get going. Okay, let's go. Okay. Thank you, Corral. You're very welcome. Take care. And just like that, that's another chapter done and over with. Yeah, it's slowly coming into place now. And if you notice as well, the Phantomilians that we've been saving are basically different for each level going on. Because in the first one, known as, Breeze Gale, they basically are beings like Klonoa. And then they've all changed into these kind of things, which is why the icons are a bit different. But, at a time like this, I reckon I'm going to call this episode of Klonoa Daughter Phantomile off right here. So, in the next episode, we'll be heading off to the next area. And I don't really want to say what that is because, spoilers! Like I say, this is pretty much going to be a meme throughout this blooming project, isn't it? So take care, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.